So, in terms of upper body training, unfortunately, I have hit a little bit of a plateau on the bench press. So, I've had to kind of rethink my approach. Don't really know what happened. I've tried everything. Maybe I'm being a bit impatient, but regardless of the reasoning behind this plateau, I have hit a plateau, and I've become a bit tired and bored of just doing sets of 2 and 3 on the bench press, and I feel like excessively trying to arch my back on the bench press is just I'm tired of it. I wanted to give my kind of thoracic spine a little bit of a break. So you will not be able to see that in the upcoming footage, I don't think, because I'm still thinking of my most recent training footage. But when I'm recording this is like 2 weeks after most of those videos are recorded, so I'm getting them mixed up. But I think I've started doing feet up bench presses, but forget about that. I'll talk about what you'll be able to see. Actually, I'm going to check whether you will have what sort of footage we've got coming up. I'm so disorganized. So let's see what we've got here. So upper body. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, we've got. Do we have any? Oh no. So yeah, I had a little bit of an epiphany in my training. One day I decided, I've had this thought for quite a long time. I always felt like my close grip bench press, which is shoulder width, just feels much more comfortable, is much speedier, etc. So I wanted to test that theory. So what I did on the same training session, I decided to work with sets of 120 for 3 reps. And just to be on the safe side, I decided to go a little bit wider and do my first couple of sets on wide grip. Record that footage and then do the same thing, or narrow my grip to shoulder width and do a close grip bench press. That being my third set, so obviously you would expect it to move a little, not considerably, a little bit slower. No, it didn't. I mean, it as you will be able to see, I'll try and juxtapose them together in the same video clip to get an idea. The one that I'm doing with close grip bench press, close grip, moves much faster, flies off the bench, flies off my chest, and could purely be an illusion. Obviously, I've not seen them side to side, so when I do edit them, I'll be able to have a look and see if it's just in my head or it is objectively true. So I had an idea. I thought maybe my chest is my weak point. So as a result, I've decided to go as wide as it is comfortable for me. I think a lot of people, I initially wanted to, I widened my grip by 2 or 2.5, 3 inches straight away, and it was rather uncomfortable. So I decided to, over the course of 2 or 3 weeks, starting just slowly adding more volume on the wider grip, and it finally became more comfortable and pain-free on the shoulders. This is not going to be a long-term strategy for me because longevity-wise, it's not wise. Oh, that sentence was horrific. In terms of longevity, this is not a good strategy. So I'm not going to rely on wider grip bench press to bring up my pecs. We don't even know if my pecs are the limiting factor and contributing to this plateau. Anyway, so I am doing the slightly wider grip bench press. Hopefully, fingers crossed, will break off this plateau. And the other thing that you will be able to see in the next training footage is a little unknown, weird and wonderful exercise. It's not my creation. I would have loved it to be, but I spotted it over some. I've seen it here and there on various people's channels, Instagrams, etc. It's called a Z press or Z press. It's easy to say Z press. So essentially, what you're doing, you're performing a regular military press. However, you're sitting on the floor and you are having your legs straight in front of you. What it does, obviously it takes leg drive out of the equation. As much as you like it on a standing shoulder press, you will always have a little bit of leg drive, and the fact that your glutes are right underneath you, creating a very strong platform, sturdy platform to press from, obviously makes the exercise a bit easier. So you don't have that strong platform of your glutes supporting you, makes it tougher, makes it a bit more wobbly, hammers your core. You really need to have a strong core. You will have a sore core after this exercise, and it also teaches you to extend your thoracic spine, which is something that will come in really handy in terms of improving your arch on the bench press, I believe. And yeah, I think that's me. I'm really performing for two reasons. I hated the crunches. I'm never going to do any exercises directly hitting my core, so I had to find some a compound movement to, as opposed to already squats and deadlifts that do massively work my core, to hit it from a different angle, which is great. And obviously it teaches me to extend my thoracic spine a bit better, which hopefully will carry over to a bit of a better ability to create a kind of more extreme arch or more stable arch, maybe not extreme, stable arch on the bench press. So yeah, that's been my training, upper body training. So I'll put the footage together. I'll put these two clips right behind them, so we know so you actually have an idea what's going on. Thank you.
Yeah.